Hello friends, welcome back. In this tutorial, we are going to learn about how we can integrate live video call in our own Android application. Let's say you are going to build some application and you want some live video interaction in your application. Then how we can achieve that we are going to see in this tutorial. So for that, we don't need lot of hours of coding. We don't need to handle lot of server side code, and we don't need to add lot of different third-party libraries. We are just going to use one resource, that is Zegoclud. So Zegoclud is the company which can help us to integrate this live video interaction in our own Android application. So in this tutorial, I'll be showing you how you can go to the Zegoclud website, how you can register yourself there, how you can get your credentials, how you can create a project there, and then we'll move to our Android projects and I'll show you how you can simply integrate the live video call functionality in application. So for now, let's get started. So here I am in a website zegocloud.com. You just need to go to zegocloud.com and this wonderful page will come in front of you. So this is the resource which can help us to build powerful interactive video apps, calling apps, and chat as well. So in this video, we are going to learn how we can create a video calling application. So for that, you of course need to first sign up on that. For the sign up, you need to enter your first detail, all the details, first name, last name, country, your work email. You can use your personal email ID as well if you are just a hobbyist or student, and then you can just click on the get code. So you don't need to click on any link to verify your email. You can just get your email verified here itself, and then you just need to set a password here, and then you can just click on start your free trial. And the wonderful thing that Zegoclud provides is that once you register yourself on the portal, they provide a 10,000 free minutes, so that you will be able to use 10,000 free minutes of video call. So that is a very wonderful thing. If you are just starting out, you just need to pay. You can just register yourself and get started with that. So as I have already created the account, I am just logging it here. I'll just click on login. You can also log in with a verification code as well, like OTP. And after you log in, you will be able to see this dashboard. So and here you need to create a projects there. So you can see everything here, and as soon as you have registered, you will be able to see your free minutes. So you can just see free trial minutes have been provided to us, and these are I have consumed 22 minutes out of this 10,000 minutes. So 10,000 minutes is a really a huge number that they are providing us. And first you need to create a project here. So I have already created this project, but I'll just show you how you can create that. So you can just click on create new project, and here in this video we can just choose voice and video call, and you can just click on next. Now select the most appropriate way to get started. You can just give a project name here. So another project, I'll just write it here. Okay, sorry, it don't accept spaces, so you can just write an underscore. Now here we can just use the start with UI kits, because UI kits are the wonderful way to build your application in minutes. You don't need to write any UI. Zegoclud SDK will internally develop a UI for you, and you just need to call it. So we are going to start with UI kits. So this will take a while, few seconds to build a project. I guess after the completion of the project, you will be redirected to this screen. Now it is asking for framework selection. So which framework we want to develop. So as we are Android developers, we are going to choose for Android as well. And here, yes, save and start to integrate. We can just click on this one, save and start to integrate. So it is showing you all the quick start guides and the things, and you can refer those as well, and you can follow this tutorial. So here it is showing filling the authentication required info. These are the things, app ID and app sign. These are the two things that are required for you. These will act as a your unique identifiers, because they are unique for this project. So you just need to copy them. You can copy anytime. You don't need to store it anywhere. You can keep it on your Zegoclud portal as well. So I'll just go to projects management. I can see my 2 projects here. So I'll be choosing this my first project. So whatever project we have created, we want to choose that. I'll just click on this one, and here in the project configuration itself, project information, you will again able to see the basic, under the basic configurations, you are able to see here app sign and server secret. Server secret, yeah, you can see, but what we need is app sign and this app id. So these two things we need in our project to link a project. So these are the things, these are the simple steps that you need to take in order to set up your server side. That's it. You don't need any server side setups. Now let's move toward Android Studio. So I am here in an empty Android Studio project. We don't have anything here, and in the XML I have just created. Okay, I'm just going to create one button. Before that, we need to integrate the dependencies. So for that, you just go to settings.gradle. Here you need to paste these two Maven repositories. First one is the storage.zego.im/maven, and second one is the jetpack.io. And make sure that Maven Central is there in you. I hope that is already, I mean, it is present by default, but if you don't have, then make sure to add this as well. And you will get these things in the description box itself, so make sure to check that out. So you can copy from it and paste it into your project. I'll just close this. After, you can just click on sync now, or you can just wait and open this build.grable, which is of module app type, and here we need to add this dependency for the Zegocloud. You can see com.github.ZEGO, Zego UI toolkit pre-built call Android, and for the version you can just pass a plus. So that is fine. After you add all these things, you can just click on sync now, and your project will be ready to use the Zegocloud things. Now we can just close this build.gradle. So by the way, you will find this dependency implementation also in the description. So I'll first click here, create a button here. So I'll just make it a wrap content here, and wanted to constraint top to top of parent, and constraint bottom to bottom of parent. Fine. I'll give it an ID, button underscore call, and after clicking on this button, we are actually going to launch our call, launch our video call with the UI that is pre-built by the Zego SDK. So I can just write here start call. Okay, that's fine. Let's go to our main activity.kotlin file, and here we are just going find view by ID, that is the button, r.id.button call, and I'll set an on click listener on this one. And now what I need to do, I need to create a different file here, because the Zegocloud will take a reference of your XML file, and it will it will add a new fragment in that layout, in that constraint layout, and in that activity separate, and it will initiate the UI, the calling UI. For that, we need to create a separate activity. So I'll just click on create new activity, empty views activity. Let's call it as a call activity. I just click on finish, and yes, our activity build is complete. Now here you can see we have a constraint layout, and we don't need to put any layout here. Everything, the care will be taken by the Zegocloud. I just need this ID to reference in this Kotlin file. So in the call activity.kt, what I'll do, I need to call one function here as soon as this activity gets launched, so that we can initiate a call. So I'll just create one function, initiate call, and here I'll create a function here, private function initiate call. In that, we just need var config equal to Zego UI kit pre-built call config. You just need this class, you can click on this one, and you can put dot and one-to-one video call. We just need to call this function, and that's why this gives us a configuration instance for this. And after that we need val fragment, because as I have already told you, what the Zego SDK will do, it will take a reference of the activity and will create a fragment programmatically under the hoods, and it will insert that fragment in our activity, in our this call activity. So for that we need to get the instance of the fragment. So for that we can just write Zego UI kit pre-built call fragment. So as the name suggests, it is a UI kit and it is a pre-built and it is a call fragment. It provides a calling features. So I'll just enter this one, and for the fragment we need to create a new instance of that one. So in the new instance we need to pass several parameters here, and we need to create the parameters here. So this is where we'll need the app ID and app sign here. So first one is, it will ask for app ID app sign. App ID is a long, app ID app sign, user ID, username. We'll create it one by one. First one, let's create app ID and app sign. So here we can just create val app ID. We need to give a data type here because this is a long. So now where to get this app ID and app sign? From the Zego portal. So I'll just open my portal here, and I'll just copy this app ID from here, and I'll again go to Android Studio and I'll paste that app ID. Now I'll again create. Now what the first second thing is, let's see again, app sign. It is of type string. So app sign equal to, again I'll go to Zegoclud portal and copy app sign. I'll just click on this copy and paste it here. Next, let's see what it requires. App ID, app sign, and user ID, username, user ID and username. Let's see again, call ID and config. Call ID and config is the same thing which we have already created. So these are all the parameters that we need to pass in this new instance of the fragment. So before that, let me tell you what are these different things. App ID and app sign, you know, that are used to uniquely identify your project, and then user ID is the ID, unique ID of you, so that you can let's say you have some login and registration system, some user is logged in here. Let's say it has a unique ID, or in case of student it has a unique roll number, so that you can assign for the user ID. So I can just write 789, that's fine, but it should be unique. And username should also be unique. So username you can give as a I'll just write here Priya. Now don't ask me who is Priya, that might be someone. I'm just joking. And call ID, in the call ID, so call ID is the thing which basically it is a unique ID for your call. Let's say there is one call ID, so that call is going conducted, that call is started, and for all the people who start their call with the same call ID can communicate to each other. Then it can not only be one-to-one call. If two persons get connected to the same call ID, then it can be a one-to-one call, and third person can also join to the same call, and then it can be a conference call. So it is very simple. So for the call ID, I'll just write my call ID 1234. So that's fine. And in the new instance, I'll pass all these parameters one by one. First one is app ID, app sign, user ID, username, then call ID, and then config. So yeah, now we are ready. We just need to launch this fragment. So we can just write support fragment manager dot begin transaction dot replace. So this replace requires two things. First one is a view and second is a fragment. So we just need to refer this id of the layout. This is in the activity underscore call. This id, this constant layout has an id of main, so we can just refer it to main r.id.main, and second I'll pass this fragment. And only one more thing we need to do, that is just a switch to this activity once we click on this initiate call button. So we can just write here start activity. We can just pass an intent here. We can just create a new intent. First one is this, second parameter is a call activity class dot java. Yeah, now clicking on this one, the activity will get initialized. As soon as the activity get initialized, in the onGrid itself this function will be called, and here it will assign all these parameters. It will create a configuration instance here, it will create a fragment instance here, and now we are going to call the begin transaction and replace the fragment, insert this fragment in the main layout. And which fragment? This fragment which we are already creating with as a Zego UI kit pre-built. So pre-built UI kit provided by the Zego, we have created the fragment from that, and we are just going to insert the fragment in our activity. So now just launch our application and see what the magic happens. Oh wait, one thing I forgot. This warning is showing here that transaction will be completed with commit. So I forgot that. If we don't do that, it might not work. So we can just write commit now. So after we commit now, we can see this, we don't get this warning, and this transaction is committed. Then we can just launch our application, and yes, my application has been launched. I'll just click on the start call, and as soon as I start the call, you are able to see it is asking permissions, and I just click on allow while using the app, and yes, our UI is already started. See, you are getting all the buttons to show or hide your camera. You are able to flip the camera between front and back camera. This is the, I don't know, this may be front or back camera of the emulator, and you can end the call. You can just mute yourself or unmute. You can just mute the incoming sound, unmute it, and you are able to see your name as well, Priya, here in this case. So this is how we can create easily video calling UI, and after we click on the end, we are able to end this call. Now you will ask, this is just a UI, but this is not a UI. This is a real video call. So let me do one thing for that. What I have already done, I have run this project in my own physical device as well. So I'll just interact with this call. So I'll just start a call from this device, and I'll again join the same call from the physical device, and you will be able to see my picture here, not my picture only, my video here. Let's do that. Now I'm starting this call. Yes, call has been started, and now from my physical device I'll be joining to that call, same call. And yes, you are able to see from here. You may be able to hear the sound of me as well, like and if you are able to see that you can also see that this person is speaking. You can share, this is a small microphone icon here which is highlighting, which is showing that I'm speaking, and you can just click on alternate, that this Priya screen can get enlarged, and you can basically you can have every possible control in you. I'll just mute it from here so that you won't be able to hear my voice twice. So this is how it is, very fascinating. And let me do one more thing. We are going to add one more person in this video call, not a real person, of course, a different emulator. So just give me a second. Yeah, so currently this is my emulator having Pixel to API 33. Now I have same application installed on another emulator as well. This is a Pixel 2, but it is API 28. So what I'll do, I'll initiate the call from this phone also, video call. Open this video call and I'll click on call and I'll start this. I'll join this, and yes, we have 3 people we are interacting. So this is no longer one-to-one video call. This is actually a conference call. So anyone can interact. They can like a Zoom meeting or a WhatsApp group call. So this functionality you are getting in your own Android application with no any coding. We have just created the instance and hardly 2 to 3 lines we had to do. But this is giving us a this such type of, yeah, that's how amazing work of Zegoclud is. So let me move towards normal screen and so that I can speak more with you. I just close these simulators and yes, I am back to my normal video. And did you notice that it asked us for the permissions, for the video permission, for the microphone permission, but if we can just open our Android manifest, we haven't added any permission here, and neither we have declared any logic in our main activity as well. Still it is asking permission. So who is doing this? Zegoclud SDK. It is taking care of the runtime permissions for us as well. So that's how it easy and convenient. So you can definitely choose this service if you want to integrate video call in your own Android application, because this is the fastest and easiest way I found over the internet, and I just thought of sharing it with you. Now, even though this is a very simple tutorial, I just wanted to highlight few things. First one is how the call gets initiated. So I'll just start from beginning. This is the main activity we have created, and this let me show the first XML layout. In the layout, we have just created one button here. We have given the ID button underscore call to this, and here in the main activity, I have just set an on-click listener on this one. We have started activity with the intent from this activity to call activity dot class. So this call activity has started, and this call activity, as soon as it gets started, this is all the auto generated code. This only the function we have added here, initiate call. So in this initiate call, what we have written, we first need a configuration for the Zegoclud, that is the UI kit. So we have taken the variable val config, and for this Zego kit this class we have created an instance Zego UI kit pre-built call config, and we have called one-to-one video call. So if you can control this on this one, this is the pre-built file. So this is that's how we got this config, and this is the fragment. We have already created another activity. Then as I already told you, Zego UI kit, what it does, it internally creates a separate UI for the fragment, and also insert that into our activity. So for that we just need to call this Zego UI kit pre-built call fragment, and we just need to create a new instance for that. This is a class which is extending from the fragment, and we are calling the dot new instance here, and here we need to pass a few parameters. So that for those parameters we need this all these variables here. So first one is an app id, second one is an app sign. So app id is a long value which we can get from the Zegoclud portal, and from the app, and the app sign is a string value which also we get from a Zegoclud portal, and this value differs from project to project. It is specific to that project. Let's say if you have one project and you have 20 to 30 customers are using it, then you can use a same app id and app sign in every release of that. But for each and every user, let's say you had 20 users, then for all the 20 users you need a unique username and user id and username. Username can be anything, like our own name. I have put my own username here, and here I have put Priya. Again, don't ask me. And user id, it should also be unique, so I have put a 789 here. So on my physical device I have installed the same code. It has a user id as a 123. And the API, and another device which I have just shown you with the API level 28, on that I have deployed the same code, and it is I have given the user ID as a 345 to there, sorry 456 to there, and here I have created this separate code again, and I have created given again separate user ID, that is 789 to this one. And so this user ID and username are both unique. And what is this call ID is then? Call ID is, I have just told you, this call ID is something that is unique to the call. User ID is unique to the user, and call ID is unique to the call. So if we have one call which is initiated by someone, and if another person again starts the call with the same call ID, then they can talk to each other, they can interact with each other. So it can be just like a WhatsApp group call or a Zoom meeting where multiple people can gather together and interact. So this is a call ID for that. And these all parameters we have created here, and these parameters we have passed in this new instance 1 2 3 4 5. But last one is the config parameter, so we have passed this one as well. And here at the last we have created get support fragment manager dot begin transaction, and we have replaced this fragment from the in this ID, and which fragment? This fragment. And we have called the commit now here, so that we should be able to see that transaction which happened of the fragment. And here not only one to a video call, but we have another options as well. So we can just control space on this one, and we can see one-to-one video call, group video call, group voice call, one-to-one voice call. So we can also make a use of this voice call as well. If you just want a voice call, we don't want a video call, then you can just go with this one-to-one as well. And on the Zegoclud portal as well, you can see a lot of guidance is there dedicated to help you, and it also has a wonderful world-class support system. So if you have some questions, whether it be technical or your plan related, then the team will be happy to assist you. I'll put this link in the description box and the comment as well, so you can just click on that and can land to this page. So this is specific, this is of Colgate and Android. But if you see the samples are here, these are in Java, but you can easily convert them into Kotlin code. So these are they have a lot of help resources as well. And here you can see sample code as well. If you now in this video I have shown you how you can create a video call, but if you are more interested in how you can make a call, like and you will be able to see the incoming call, all that stuff, you are able to do that, but that is not possible in this tutorial. Maybe in another next tutorial I'll be able to explain that. For that you need a basic firebase setup as well, because that will be something called something from a notification push notification side. And you can just click on this resources sample code. So you can just click here, and you'll be redirected to their GitHub page. And here you can see all the examples of this call with invitation. Invitation is the same thing which I was talking just now. And call with offline invitation, that is offline invitation means if your application is in the background, then also you can make use of that, like if you can receive WhatsApp call even if the WhatsApp is in background. So that's the feature how you can include that. You have ready-made examples with this. And the group call, you have all the examples here, and here they are also showing with the GIF images how all these things can be done. If you want more customization, like if you want to customize some UI, the UI kit, pre-built kit gives you already the best possible UI. But if you still want to customize it according to your own logic, then what you can do, you can integrate it separate as an SDK. So you can just click on this one, video call SDK, and in the SDK you will be able to customize your UI fully. So you can see here when to use, when it is showing. Okay, sorry, I have expanded it. So UI kit, it is used for launch faster and easier, and standard UI and features, and less budget which have. And for the SDKs you have a more UI and logic customization. You can customize it according to your own requirements. Color scheme and everything is customizable. Here most full featured video experience, and you can have that. And who can use that, like they are just giving their recommendation, like startup or trying font seeking and testing and POC. For this one you can use UI kit as well. And for the future development and future upgrading, you can consider SDKs. So this is the difference they have mentioned. Now what are the steps? That is sign up and create a project. We have already seen that. quick start guide is a token for authentication, enhance basic features, and then upgrade. You have a lot of upgrade. You can upgrade your experience for that and get happy as well. And let's say if you are trying to build some cross-platform application, then you don't need to switch anything, switch to any other provider. Zegoclud has everything for the not only Android, but it is also for a web, iOS and Windows as well. So you can definitely check this out, and this is a wonderful resource I have found. So yet it has few more features, like you can, and on the front page itself you can see video call that we have already seen, voice call that I have already talked about, live streaming as well, live streaming SDK also they provide, and in-app chat. So not only this just a video communication, but they also provide real-time chatting as well. Now cloud recording as well. For the WhatsApp call you can just talk with each other, but you can't keep track of that. For the Zoom meeting you can have a cloud recording, so uh, just like that you can have a conference on your phone as well, and then if you want you can save that to a cloud. So for that SDK is there to automate that thing for you. AI effects as well, AI effects are there here in the super board also. And the digital human, this is the feature. Let's say if you want some animation type version of yourself, avatar that we can say, if you want that you can definitely create that, then that animation character is speaking just like you. So that type of amazing effect you also can provide. And under this overview as well, you can find tons of different tutorials, like here on the drop down here you can see we have already selected the call kit. You can select any toolkit like a live streaming kit, video call, voice call, and supporting services, and live audio, in-app chat kit, video conference kit. You can explore all these things. And in this another drop down, it is an Android, Java, iOS, Swift, Flutter, Dart, React, Native, and Web. For all this platform you can get a dedicated specific documentation for this, and then you can easily integrate anything. Now quick start guide, we can quick start with call invitation. If I can click on this one, the call invitation, here you can see the GIF, like this thing, incoming call. This which I have just used, you can also implement this call is as well. And here they have just provided this some few things, like this type of incoming video call. If you want to implement that, you can follow this guide, how to prepare the environment and what dependency we need to add. We have already added these dependencies in this project. And for the specific devices like Xiaomi, we need some some auto start permission enabled, because these permission are disabled by default in most of the phone manufacturers, like a Xiaomi is one of that. So in the auto start we need to make it right, because if the auto start is enabled, then only we will be able to receive the call. And other permissions as well, like show on lock screen, so that UI should be able to show on the lock screen, because that is a phone call. And then display pop-up windows, you can see WhatsApp call comes as a pop-up window, just like this previous one which I have just shown. So this is the incoming pop-up video call. So for that, what you need to do, you need to do all of course follow this all documentation. Again you need to make sure that these options are enabled in your phone settings, in the app settings. Then you can explore anything they have, this all these things, all this documentation they have. And they also provide sample code resources. So if you want to implement an audio only call, then you can click here and you can see how you can implement audio only call. It seems very short tutorial, like yes. And you can just play around it. There are a lot of things that you need to figure out for implementing all these things, but definitely this documentation will help you. And if you still want something to for me to explain, like a chat, then just let me know. I will try my best if I can make a specific dedicated tutorial for that. So that's it for this tutorial. I hope I have clarified everything, starting from the scratch, how to create your account and how to set up, what are the credentials you need to take, and how to integrate that in your application, and how to start and launch the project, and how the application actually works. So you should be able to easily integrate that video call feature in your application if you want that, and you can explore other functions as well, like audio call or in-app chat as well from the Zegoclud. So definitely make sure to check those out. If you like this video, then please click on like, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you will stay updated whenever a new such amazing video is published. We will meet in the next tutorial with some another interesting topic. Till then, goodbye, happy coding.